Hey Lakers, and welcome to Swamp Stories. Today we have Colton Thomas and me, Amaris Shockley. So we are juniors in the screenwriting class at WBHS, and this is where we create short films and movies. So after writing a few scripts for some short films, we were prepared for a journey into filming the big 45-minute feature-length film. But we ran into a lot of complications, and we learned very, very good, valuable lessons. So let's start with the basics and talk about what the film was supposed to be about.
So the film was supposed to be about the election, the 2024 election. So as us being juniors going into senior year, and the existing seniors as well, we're all going to be voting next year. And one thing that was a problem in the last election was all the fighting, the division. That's when we were freshmen during COVID. And what I noticed during that time was that it was very heated no matter what side people were on. And so we wanted to make a satire based on maybe, hey, we can handle this better next time and be nicer to one another, because we won't have anything change the way we want it to if we don't remember the other side of the story. And that's what we wanted to call out here with the satire. It was based on The Office and other mockumentary type stuff. Actually, the SNL style debates that they did back in 2020, that's with Alec Baldwin and stuff. That's what we based it off of, because it was something funny and it told a message, and we wanted to kind of recreate that, but for the high school audience at our school.
And as we imagined the outcome of this film, we were really excited to present this film, before the seniors leave, giving them a nice laugh. But we were hit with reality.
So another couple issues were, besides timing, was scheduling that came with that timing. So we actually started production during the musical. And, well, obviously our actors that we chose, half of them were in the musical, half of them weren't. But the ones we did choose, I tried my hardest, I feel like, to keep them not the leads for the musical so we could maybe work in some time. But I completely didn't think of things like the ensemble, where they had to sing and dance and practice that. So it ended up being a bad call on my part, but there was definitely issues when it came to scheduling. So that's the one thing that was very important that I feel like people need to take a look at whenever you not film, just in general, when you do something. You have to look at the time and get commitments down and stop worrying so much of in the moment and look further into the future, especially when it comes to time management.
Yeah, I agree. Timing was a lot, especially not only it was the musical, but it was also APs. This only gave us 3 weeks left to film, 2-3 weeks left. So now we're okay, 45 minutes, 2 weeks. Ugh.
Yeah, and it didn't help that seniors were also leaving.
So, yep.
And then their finals were happening. We had a really big issue when it came to time. And that's really what I feel like people should think about whenever you do anything, is think about how long it's going to take before you go into anything, and make sure you have the allotted time so you can do the thing you want to do and make it the way it's supposed to be. Because I know we were cutting that script down and changing it from where it originally was.
Edited it so much.
Because we were worried we weren't going to finish it. I do feel like there's a bunch of lessons, especially I feel like people in general can learn these lessons, and it once again came with the time and scheduling. Make sure you have everything planned out. Even a team test in a math, or something simple in history, a little project you're doing. Make sure everyone's on the same page. Make sure everyone can commit their time, and make sure everyone can do their part to make it the best it can be. We had people doing a few of those things, people were making it the best they could be. It's just, we screwed up with the time. And you have to have those key factors in order to do anything in life, because without time there'd be nothing.
It also just wasn't an easy choice to just scratch the whole film. It was a lot of just we were trying to stay optimistic.
It was too much optimism, a little bit of crying.
Yeah, a lot of stress, a lot of frustration. But I think it was for the best to end it.
We're bringing a tear or story so we can maybe inspire someone, including ourselves next year, to think of their decisions in the future a little bit more, and to stop planning last minute, even when it comes to things as simple as tests. Well, not simple, you know what I'm saying though. Simple in terms of how long it's going to take. Basically, don't be Don't lie to yourself. Like we were doing to ourselves.
Optimism is great, but realism is...
It's the best. Anyways.
So, thank you, children of the swamp.
And this has been Swamp Stories.
Woohoo! Period.